we love this, and we love our brothers and sisters and fraternities, and it's cool to find, a group of people who all have that same mindset.
I'd have to say my favorite part of Greek IV is probably just the missional statement, the core values of Greek IV, and those are to see lives transformed, the Greek system renewed, and developing world changers. And for me, it's just really exciting to think about like personal impact, community impact, and world impact.
My favorite part of Greek IV is the community of people that I've found there, and not just my roommates and not just, the girls who I've been in Bible study with or whatever, but it's just really cool that there's this community of people who are all really different, and we all have really different struggles and different experiences, although most of us are suburbanites or whatever, but I just think it's really cool that all these people are like brought together because we're seeking God and because we want, we just sense this need for something more. So I think that community aspect is definitely my favorite part of Greek IV.
Just the really the warm welcome feeling you get every time you walk in on Wednesday nights. Those greeters, they really make you feel welcome, and it's just something to look forward to every week.
My favorite part of Greek IV, I would have to say, is going out to dinner after happy hour on Fridays. I don't know, I just like the time coming together after praying and just hanging out and having fun with each other.
The best events that I'd say Greek IV has to offer are the trips that we've had, the Habitat trips and the trip to Chapter Focus Week at the end of the year. I just think they're just an amazing way just to get off campus, just to get to hang out with people in Greek IV and just experience God in incredible ways. So.
My favorite Greek IV event is definitely the Easter story every year, as told by the physician, because I really just am interested in medical things, and I like to hear the science behind the Bible, and so I just really appreciate the different way that he portrays the Easter story. And so if you haven't been, go next year. It's so great. So that's my favorite event.
My favorite Greek IV event is definitely Chapter Focus Week, and it is the best week that you don't want to go to, because I know you don't want to go at the end. I don't want to go at the end of finals. I just want to go home, and chill. But when you go, and you get there, and you have this time just, to come together with God and your friends, like Greek IV and stuff, and there's times when you can be alone with God, reflect on the semester, and just so much time for community. It's where I've really, if I were to say one area is where I've solidified myself with this community of believers in Greek IV and form these friendships. It's Chapter Focus Week.
Actually, no. My favorite Greek IV event would probably be Greek Getaway. All the other ones are really great, but this one's so short and fabulous, and just so much time for community.
My favorite Greek IV event was Chapter Focus Week, just because I never knew I could make so many friends in such a short period of time, and through being forced to interact with many people many times a day, that those relationships continued on to this year. And then as soon as I got home that week, that same day, told my parents that I was definitely going back, and it was marked on the calendar already. So.
I would say my fondest memory of Greek IV would have to be the Habitat for Humanity trip in spring 2007. Just playing Nerds with all those people, and I would say the classic moment on that trip was when all 7 guys were sitting in the barn in the Restore, just sitting there drinking Pepsi and taking pictures of the girls hammering their hearts out in the rain. That was just, it was amazing. It was exactly the way things should be.
The fondest memory in Greek IV, I think, has been seeing Phil Hartwell really blossom as a person and really expand on his social abilities.
My fondest moment of Greek IV memory is definitely Chapter Focus Week my freshman year. I didn't really know people that well. I'd only been to Wednesday night 2 times, and just going and becoming best friends with all the girls that I stayed with in the cabin, all the freshman girls, and just seeing our relationship grow since then, and now most of us live together and have just been best friends ever since.
My most embarrassing moment is from Greek Getaway when we first had it, and we were playing a game, and I brought Lauren, my roommate, along, and we had been roommates in the sorority, and we thought it was funny to pull each other, whatever. It was normal activity to like de-pants each other. So in the heat of the moment, I was beating her in Mafia, and she was so angry, and I was rubbing it in. And in the heat of the moment, she forgot that it like was socially unacceptable to pull down people's pants in general, let alone in front of a Christian fellowship. So as I was accusing her of murdering someone, she whips down my pants and my underwear. And I like scream and I sit down and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just mooned everybody. But everyone's like, we didn't see anything, except for I look at little Rob Goldbeck. So red, flaming red, and I knew he had seen.
An embarrassing moment, my most, I guess embarrassing and humiliating are the same thing, but it was pretty humiliating. And it was kind of emotionally scarring. Was pretty close friends with Phil Hartwell, and at Chapter Focus Week one year, we were in an intense game of Mafia. And Phil was sitting next to me, and the whole time I thought he was clearly a townsperson or some beneficial character. And I was yelling at people, defending him, like saying like Phil can't possibly be Mafia, like I bet my life on it. I don't know if I said that, but like crazy stuff. And then at the end, he ended up like being Mafia. I just felt like all my trust in him was lost. I was hurt beyond measure. I still can't look at him the same way.
One of my favorite Greek IV memories has to be going to Greek Getaway junior year with Rob and Phil. We were in the car jamming out to tunes. I was driving. The exit was right inside of Indiana, and I totally blew by it. And realized this, 20 miles in, and was like, do we miss the exit? And Rob pipes up from the back, and he's like, yeah, we crossed the border like 20 miles ago. And what the heck, Rob? And so we pulled over to a gas station, got some sandwiches, and hightailed it back.
My most embarrassing moment in Greek IV would definitely be last year's Habitat trip, where we were going around and sharing where we were personally with Christ, and I farted really, really loud, and my group was totally thrown off and just laughing while everyone else was praying and really connecting with God. My group was laughing about my flagellation, so...
Greek IV?
My most embarrassing moment of Greek IV was last year at Happy Hour. We were playing a game. I don't even remember. I think it was like a trivia game or something, and I accidentally said a swear, and everyone just burst out laughing, and that was definitely, I was mortified.
Greek IV has really impacted the experience in my house because it's basically the reason I'm in my house now. I joined it and then I immediately regretted my decision to kind of be in a sorority and be in the particular one I was in because I